Okay, it is about midnight or thereabouts, and the tattoo I think is about to come out, and it's the end of day 4, and at the end of day 4 it's been an interesting day. I started off by looking for a particular thing, which was the PBH guide. I didn't find one, I didn't find two, I found 3. The first one, bizarrely, and this blew me a little bit away, was actually a discarded one sitting at the side of the road as I was walking along to find my first venue. Then somebody handed me one when they were handing them out, and also I saw one in the Royal Mile. So, do I take some of that back? No, I don't. This is my first day here, and I think that could do with being a little more prevalent, a little more out there. It was good because I nearly picked up an extra show from it today, and had I had it at the beginning of the week, this particular period of time, the Fringe, maybe I would have picked something else up. So, what else has happened today? Again, looking at venues and looking at where I am with various bits and pieces in terms of getting to places. Of 10 shows that I saw today, I saw 7 of them in venues that I've not visited this year. So that kind of tells me that I'm getting through venues, but I haven't been to Bedlam. I really miss Sweet, and I miss Venue 13. I haven't been to Space at 45, which is an old favourite of mine, and Hill Street hasn't been to. Newstand Theatre haven't been to. I haven't been to the Assembly Rooms yet, but I'm going. Underbelly at Bristol Square, Underbelly at, and so on it goes. In fact, I'm probably about to pass Paradise at St Augustine's. I haven't been there, but I have been in the vaults. So, why is that important? I think in a sense there's that kind of thing about wait till this goes past me. A rickety old bus, which is the Necro bus, the Ghost Bus Tours. Not a pun, is not to be sacrificed in order to sell the thing up to. Anyway, what is important for us, if I'm going to go and see, going to go to a particular venue, I want to get not the best, but a selection of something. And sometimes when you go and you see one thing at this place, you feel that it becomes quite value driven, that you are hoping that it is the epitome of what they've got on offer, and very often it ain't. And as I pass Paradise at St Augustine's, the last show is just coming out. I've just come from C Cube. So from the things that I saw today, there were 3. I had said this morning that I hadn't had any that had really blown me away. 3 at least, possibly 4. Last one that I just went to see. So what were they? Magic Gareth at Pleasance Courtyard. Superb. Just think the guy has got it in terms of children's theatre and entertainment. Then Scots. Now, I had seen this at the Oran Mor, not as a reviewer but as a punter. Really wanted to see it as a reviewer, and got the opportunity to hear, and wow, astonishing piece of theatre, lovely, brilliant piece of theatre, and modern. Not just the history of Scotland, but a little bit more than that in terms of as a modern nation. Absolutely superb. Also, from there I went to see something at Zoo Southside, which was Deuteronomy. Astonishing piece of theatre, a two-hander, that reminiscence of Godot, not my favourite. Those that know me know that Samuel Beckett is not in my top 1,000 playwrights, but this was just astonishing, and it's already got rave reviews, which it absolutely deserves. But some of the stuff that I saw this morning was interesting, and it, because I saw Deuteronomy and the way in which I saw it, and by the way, the 4th one is Babs for Life at C Cubed, which I've just left, which I thought was just great, particularly when it comes to political theatre. One of the things that I saw this morning, very, very worthy, very, very, very strongly worthy, but not quite that point where I would say is polished, but you can see the work that's gone into it, and so that it will be given as a good show. But what was interesting was I was asked when I was there by a woman, I think a grandmother given her age, with 2 children, who had gone to see Judith, the show all about Shakespeare's daughter, and they had some interesting ideas and thoughts about it, and they were really keen a reviewer should go and see it, because they thought of, just passing the assembly in Bedlam's over there, that how it needed a damn good review, and a damn good review would get people to come and see it in their droves, which was interesting. But at the end of this particular worthy piece, it was her elder granddaughter, I'm presuming, who was about 11, 12, very interesting kid, that had spoken about how she wanted to go and see Judith, principally because it had some form of feminist overtone. And at the end of it, she talked about how the 2 people she'd seen on stage, she felt had been the epitome of friendship. I felt had not quite managed to perform as well as they probably could have, given that they were charging a fair degree of cash for people to come and see them. But it was an interesting, made me reflect in terms of what it was that was going on. A couple of performances where people left, and that, I always wonder about that. I always wonder about people who've been in. One in particular this afternoon, a show that I'd try to go and see actually at Gilded Balloon TV, which I'm coming up to, and that was fascinating to see them go, because they went about a quarter of the way in. I hoped they'd get free tickets. They hadn't paid for it. Was they cheap? None of the shows here necessarily are. However, out of that, it was just funny. The other thing that really annoyed me to a certain extent today were people who laugh. Now that may sound odd. I don't mean people who find things funny, who are strangers who have paid their money. I'm talking about the support network, particularly those who think that they're being supportive. It's damn annoying when you're sitting watching a show and you're trying to gauge an audience's reaction. If there's somebody from the production crew who are up the back are raucously laughing away, it doesn't help. In fact, it often hinders. Now, Pleasance Dome is behind me, and hiya pals, the Gilded Balloon TV, and that is me for tonight. There's some other things that I've got thoughts about which I'm going to hold on to, but I'm back again within a couple of days to get to number 6 now. I have now seen 30 shows. I have been in 21 venues. Of those 30 shows, I am now looking at top shows, 2 or 3. It's a 10% or thereabouts return. Now I know that there are some shows that are going to be absolutely brilliant, because I just know, because they've already received such accolades. So I am pretty sure that I've got a kind of good future in terms of my return visits. But the risks that you take when you come to the Fringe, the opportunities you have to see that something's different, that doesn't fit within the mainstream, is what I should also be looking forward to. And to date, it's been a bit of a mixed bag. And so therefore, the end of day 4, closer and closer to midnight, it's bye for now.